a Honda CR-V, a Honda Pilot, 250,000 miles, 300,000 miles. Doesn't that sound strange? Because a lot of SUVs never make it that far. Some start having major problems around 120,000 miles. Yet Hondas keep showing up with odometers that look almost fake. Then what exactly are these owners doing differently? After digging through mechanic reports, service records, owner communities, and real high mileage case studies, one pattern keeps appearing. It comes down to 7 habits. And habit number 4 might be the most expensive mistake SUV owners make. Tip number 1, the oil obsession. Most people think oil changes are just another item on a maintenance checklist, something you do when the sticker on the windshield tells you it's time. But owners of 250,000 mile Hondas tend to see it very differently. Whether it's Honda's legendary K24 4-cylinder, the J35 V6 found in many Pilots, or the newer Earth Dreams engines, they all depend on one thing to survive: clean, healthy lubrication. Every second the engine is running, hundreds of metal parts are moving at high speed. Oil creates a protective layer between those parts, preventing them from grinding directly against each other. When that oil starts breaking down, problems begin quietly. Sludge starts building up. Internal wear increases. Timing chains can stretch faster. Camshafts wear down. VTEC components can stop working properly. And the scary part is that most of this damage happens long before the driver notices anything is wrong. That's what makes oil-related damage so dangerous. You rarely feel it happening. The engine doesn't suddenly start smoking one morning. Instead, wear builds up little by little over tens of thousands of miles. In fact, many mechanics say the cleanest high-mileage Honda engines often belong to owners who change their oil slightly early rather than slightly late. A Honda engine might spin millions of times between oil changes. Every one of those rotations depends on a thin protective layer of oil doing its job. When that protection weakens, metal parts start paying the price. And once that wear happens, there's no service that can reverse it. That's why high-mileage Honda owners rarely wait for warning signs. They change the oil before problems have a chance to develop. An engine doesn't suddenly die one afternoon on the side of the road. It slowly bleeds lifespan, one neglected oil change at a time. A missed service here, a delayed oil change there. Over years, those small decisions add up. And that's one reason you still see Hondas with 250,000, 300,000, or even 400,000 miles on the clock. Their owners protected the engine before it needed saving. That habit alone explains why thousands of Hondas are still running today. But surprisingly, oil isn't the biggest killer of SUVs. The next habit reveals what takes out far more vehicles than most owners ever realize. This is where a lot of SUVs quietly die, because the transmission does. And the reason is surprisingly simple. Tip number 2, the fluids most owners forget. Most owners completely forget that transmission fluid exists. After all, the vehicle still drives. Everything feels normal, so they ignore it. Until one day, the shifts become rough. The transmission starts slipping. Warning lights appear. And suddenly, a repair bill worth thousands of dollars lands in their lap. High-mileage Honda owners understand something many people don't. Transmission fluid isn't a lifetime fluid. It's a working fluid. A lot of people hear the term lifetime fluid and assume it never needs attention. But the transmission doesn't know what the marketing brochure says. It only knows heat. And heat is the enemy. Every commute, every road trip, every uphill climb creates heat inside the transmission. Over time, that heat slowly breaks down the fluid's ability to lubricate and cool internal components. That's why transmission failures often seem to appear out of nowhere. The damage was building quietly for years. By the time rough shifting becomes noticeable, wear may already be well underway. The owners who get the most life out of their Hondas understand that replacing fluid is always cheaper than replacing hardware. Every time the transmission shifts gears, that fluid is helping cool, lubricate, and protect dozens of internal components. Over time, heat and wear slowly break it down, and once that protection disappears, damage starts piling up. That's why so many Honda owners who reach 250,000 or even 300,000 miles stay on top of transmission fluid changes long before problems show up. But transmission fluid isn't the only fluid they care about. They also pay attention to rear differential fluid on AWD models, coolant that keeps the engine from overheating, brake fluid that protects the braking system, and on older Hondas, power steering fluid as well. In fact, one of the biggest differences between average owners and high mileage owners can be summed up in a single sentence. Most people only maintain what they can see. And that's exactly why their SUVs keep going long after others have been sent to the scrapyard. A $150 fluid service preventing a $5,000 transmission replacement. That's financial self-defense. But even if every fluid in your Honda is perfectly maintained, there's still one maintenance item that can destroy an engine almost instantly if it's ignored. And that's where things get really expensive. Tip number 3, the timing belt trap. If there's one maintenance item that separates a 100,000 mile Honda from a 300,000 mile Honda, it's the timing belt. Many Honda V6 SUVs, including several generations of the Pilot, rely on a timing belt to keep the engine running properly. On the surface, it doesn't look like much. It's just a reinforced belt hidden deep inside the engine. Nothing that seems particularly important. And that's exactly why so many people underestimate it. Because unlike many parts that slowly get worse over time, a timing belt can go from working perfectly to failing completely in an instant. And when it fails, the results can be cruel. What makes the timing belt so tricky is that it doesn't look important from the outside. There are no dramatic symptoms that scream for attention months in advance. Many timing belts look perfectly fine right up until the moment they aren't. That's why mechanics often describe timing belt replacement as insurance. Nobody gets excited about paying for it, but everyone is relieved when they don't have to pay for the damage that comes from skipping it. It's one of those repairs that feels expensive until you compare it with the alternative. And that's exactly why owners chasing 300,000 miles rarely take the risk. The belt is hidden behind protective covers, so most owners never even see it. There are often no dramatic warning signs. That's why experienced Honda owners replace the timing belt before it becomes a problem. And they usually don't stop there. The timing belt, water pump, and tensioners are often replaced together as a complete package. Since all of these components work closely together and require similar labor to access, it makes sense to handle everything at once. It costs money up front, but it's far cheaper than gambling on a failure. Talk to enough mechanics, and you'll hear the same story again and again. The owners reaching 250,000 or 300,000 miles are proactive. They take care of critical components before those components get the chance to fail. The best Honda owners don't repair failures, but prevent them. But the next habit has nothing to do with maintenance schedules, service intervals, or replacing parts. In fact, it's something many owners do every single day without even thinking about it. Tip number 4, the surprising power of boring driving. This is probably the last answer most people expect. After all, we've talked about oil, fluids, and timing belts. So naturally, you'd think the next secret would be another maintenance trick. Well, it isn't. It's driving style. And honestly, this might be one of the biggest reasons some Hondas seem to last forever. Think about what puts stress on an SUV. Hard acceleration, aggressive stop-and-go driving, heavy towing, pushing the engine hard before it has fully warmed up. None of these things destroy a vehicle overnight, but they do create extra wear over thousands and thousands of miles. Every hard launch puts more strain on the transmission. Every sudden stop creates more wear on brakes and suspension components. And repeatedly revving a cold engine can accelerate wear when the oil hasn't fully circulated yet. Now compare that to the owners who often end up with 250,000 mile Hondas. They're usually commuters, families, older drivers, people who spend a lot of time on highways rather than fighting through city traffic. And that's important because not all miles are created equal. A highway mile is surprisingly easy on a vehicle. The engine reaches operating temperature and stays there. The transmission shifts less often. Brakes are used less frequently. RPMs remain relatively steady. Everything works under more consistent conditions. That's why a Honda with 200,000 mostly highway miles can sometimes be in better shape than one with far fewer miles spent crawling through traffic every day. In a way, the easiest mile on a Honda is a highway mile. And while most owners focus on what happens under the hood, high mileage owners often benefit from something much simpler. They put less stress on the vehicle in the first place. There's a reason fleet vehicles and highway commuters often rack up huge mileage. Their vehicles spend less time dealing with the conditions that create wear. It's simply an easier life for the vehicle. That's why mileage alone never tells the full story. A 250,000-mile Honda that spent most of its life cruising on the interstate may have had a much easier existence than a vehicle with half that mileage spent in heavy traffic every day. But even gentle driving has its limits. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to subscribe. We break down the real reasons some vehicles last for decades while others don't. Now that we've covered the habits that protect the engine and transmission, there is something else that sends countless older Hondas to the scrapyard long before the engine ever has a chance to wear out. And surprisingly, it has nothing to do with horsepower, oil, or mileage. Tip number 5, the real killer, rust. This is the part that surprises most people. When they think about an old SUV dying, they picture a blown engine or a failed transmission. But that's often not what happens. In many cases, the engine is still running perfectly fine. The real problem is rust. While owners focus on what's happening under the hood, rust is quietly attacking the vehicle from underneath. Subframes, brake lines, suspension mounts, the undercarriage itself. And unlike many mechanical problems, rust doesn't always announce its arrival. It slowly spreads year after year until critical parts become weak or unsafe. That's why so many Hondas that could have easily reached 300,000 miles never get the chance. Because the structure did. Imagine a Honda with 250,000 miles starts instantly every morning. The engine runs smoothly. The transmission shifts perfectly. But underneath, corrosion has weakened important components to the point where repairs no longer make financial sense. The vehicle is retired, even though the powertrain still has life left in it. In other words, some Hondas don't die, their bodies do. And the frustrating part is that rust often attacks the very components owners never look at. Most people regularly check the paint, tires, and engine bay. Very few crawl underneath the vehicle. That's where corrosion does its best work. By the time rust becomes visible from the outside, it may have already been spreading underneath for years. This is why two identical Hondas with the same mileage can have completely different futures. One spends its life in a dry climate and reaches 300,000 miles. The other spends years exposed to road salt and may be retired much sooner despite having a perfectly healthy engine. That's also why climate plays such a huge role in vehicle longevity. Road salt, snow, moisture, and coastal air can dramatically speed up corrosion. Meanwhile, vehicles living in drier climates often survive much longer. High mileage owners understand this. They wash the underbody regularly. They remove salt buildup. They use rust prevention treatments when necessary. Because protecting the vehicle isn't just about preserving the engine, it's about preserving everything around it. Now, we've covered many of the habits that keep Hondas alive for hundreds of thousands of miles. But one habit separates the owners who reach 200,000 miles from the ones who push all the way to 300,000 and beyond. And it starts with paying attention to the smallest warning signs. Tip number 6, the 300,000-mile mindset. This habit has less to do with mechanics and more to do with mindset, because when something feels slightly off in a vehicle, most people do the same thing. High mileage Honda owners tend to think very differently. When they notice something unusual, they pay attention. They investigate early. Not because they're paranoid, because they've learned how mechanical problems work. Most major repairs don't start as major repairs. They start small. A minor leak becomes a cooling issue. A failing sensor causes a misfire. A small cooling problem leads to overheating. A transmission issue gets worse every mile it's ignored. And suddenly, a simple repair turns into a very expensive one. It's a domino effect. One problem creates another, then another, then another. That's why experienced owners understand a simple truth. Mechanical failures rarely arrive alone. They bring friends. And the longer they're ignored, the more expensive those friends become. This is one of the biggest differences between average owners and the people driving Hondas with 300,000 miles on the odometer. Average owners react after something breaks. High mileage owners step in before that happens. They catch problems while they're still small, manageable, and relatively cheap to fix. Over years and hundreds of thousands of miles, that habit creates a huge advantage, because preventing one major repair can add years to a vehicle's life. And finally, we've reached the last habit. Ironically, it's also the least exciting. Yet it might be the single biggest reason these Hondas keep running long after everyone expects them to quit. Tip number 7, the boring secret behind 300,000 miles. After all that, you'd expect the final secret to be something surprising. But when you look at the stories behind high-mileage Honda SUVs, the answer is almost disappointingly simple. It keeps coming back to the same things: oil, fluids, belts, filters, spark plugs, inspections, service records. That's it. In fact, one of the most common patterns among owners with 250,000, 300,000, and even higher mileage CRVs and pilots is how ordinary their maintenance routines are. They simply stayed consistent. They followed the schedule. They handled small problems before they became big ones, and they kept doing it year after year. Reliability isn't built at 200,000 miles. It's built for 20,000, then 40,000, then 80,000, long before anyone notices. By the time someone is staring at a Honda with 300,000 miles on the odometer, the real work was already done years earlier, through hundreds of small decisions that never seemed important at the time. And that's exactly what allowed the vehicle to keep doing the same thing. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments section below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.